Stephanie's ponytail. One day, Stephanie went to her mom and said, "None of the kids in my class have a ponytail. I want a nice ponytail coming right out the back." So Stephanie's mom gave her a nice ponytail coming right out the back. When Stephanie went to school, the other kids looked at her and said, "Ugly, ugly, very ugly." Stephanie said, "It's my ponytail and I like it." Next morning when Stephanie went to school, all the other girls had ponytails coming out of the back. Stephanie looked at them and said, "You are all a bunch of copycats. You just do whatever I do. Do you have brains?"
Let's see the picture.
The next morning, the mom said, "Stephanie, would you like a ponytail coming right out the back?" Stephanie said, "No." "Then that's that," said her mom. There's no other place you can put a ponytail." "No, it's not," said Stephanie. "I want one coming out of this side just above my ear." "Very strange," said the mom. "Are you sure that is what you want?" "Yes," said Stephanie. So her mom gave Stephanie a nice ponytail coming right out above her ear. When she went to school, the other kids saw her and said, "Ugly, ugly, very ugly." Stephanie said, "It's my ponytail and I like it." The next morning, when Stephanie came to school, all the other girls and even some of the boys had a nice ponytail coming out above their ear. The next morning, the mom said, "Stephanie, would you like a ponytail coming out the back?" Stephanie said, "No." "Would you like one coming out of this side?" "No." "Then that's that," said her mom. "There is no other place you can do ponytails." "Yes, there is," said Stephanie. "I want one coming out of the top of my head like a tree." "That's very, very strange," said her mom. "You are sure that you want one there?" "Yes," said Stephanie. So her mom gave Stephanie a nice ponytail coming out of the top of her head like a tree. When Stephanie went to school, the other kids saw her and said, "Ugly, ugly, very ugly." Stephanie said, "It's my ponytail and I like it." The next day, all of the girls and all of the boys had ponytails coming out of the top. It looked like broccoli was growing out of their heads. The next morning, the mom said, "Stephanie, would you like a ponytail coming out of the back?" Stephanie said, "No." "Would you like one coming out of the side?" "No." "Would you like one coming out of the top?" "No." "Then that is definitely that," said the mom. "There is no other place you can do ponytails." "Yes, there is," said Stephanie. I want one coming out the front and hanging down in front of my nose. But nobody will know if you are coming or going, her mom said. Are you sure that is what you want? Yes, said Stephanie. So her mom gave Stephanie a nice ponytail coming out of the front. On the way to school, she bumped into 4 trees, 3 cars, 2 houses, and 1 principal. Then she finally got to her class. The other kids saw her and said, ugly, ugly, very ugly. Stephanie said, it's my ponytail and I like it. The next day, all of the girls and all of the boys and even the teachers had ponytails coming out the front and hanging down in front of their noses. None of them could see where they were going. They bumped into the desks, they bumped into each other. By mistake, 3 girls went into the boys' bathroom.
Oh my goodness.
Stephanie yelled, you are a bunch of brainless copycats. You just do whatever I do. When I come tomorrow, I am going to shave my head. They got tricked by that. The first person to come the next day was the teacher. She had shaved her head, and she was bald. The next to come were the boys. They had shaved their heads, and they were bald. The next to come were the girls. They had shaved their heads, and they were bald. The last person to come was Stephanie, and she had a nice ponytail coming right out the back.
Okay, this is Bedtime Stories with Mikayla. Who's the author? What's the name of the book and who's the author?
By Michael.
There we go. Michael Marchico. Okay, it's a pretty good book. That was a good read. Stephanie's Ponytail. Okay, say goodnight.
By Robert and Michael.